Mazda is proud to have been named the best SUV brand by U.S. News and World Report. Right now, get 0% for 60 months on both the Mazda CX-30 and the Mazda CX-50. Experience the Mazda difference and save thousands at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning at 7:03. Take a deep breath and say, whoo, it's Friday.
It is Friday. You know, you think anybody noticed, or we get some emails like we just ran a best of 9 News Now on Friday?
They
like from the week
should.
prior?
Yeah,
because
like you can tell when it's Friday because we're all...
Yeah, just loopy. Just loopy. Let's get to Dr. Steve over here. Speaking of loopy.
We run a best of while we go do like a breakfast potluck and
all of the above.
This is
Let's celebrate
This
it.
has got some possibilities.
Okay.
I don't know how good they are. But
It's got legs. It's got legs.
I
We'll
like
work with it.
I'm in. Who
I'm
we
in
convince
too.
it? Who we convince it? Just us?
You go to work on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go talk
Start
to
a
somebody.
committee.
I'll go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
That's good looking over here.
How about you?
Yeah,
How
look at
about
that.
this view to start out on Good Friday morning? Beautiful shot, sun coming up. We can even see St. Joseph Cathedral downtown. We have the Stations of the Cross going on later this morning. Some barges passing by. We've got a train there on the riverfront as well. That's our skyline view brought to you by Our Lady Lake. Cool outside again this morning. Low to mid 40s near north of the interstates. Got some upper 40s down south. Baton Rouge right now starting out at 46 degrees. So grab that sweater or jacket getting out. But by later this morning, not going to need the jackets any longer. We hit the low 70s at noon and highs this afternoon. Upper 70s. So I'm going 78 for a high today. Yesterday was 74. We're trending warmer as our winds start to shift around to the south, and that is a trend that will continue into your Easter weekend. Tomorrow morning, a good 10 degrees or more milder, 57 for a low, 82 for a high on Saturday. We'll call it a mix of sun and clouds, but no rainfall. And then for Easter Sunday, a mild start in the morning, 62, a high up to 85, getting pretty warm outside, and at times mostly cloudy on Easter, but again, another dry day expected. Right now, just kind of in between storm systems. The one that brought us rain earlier in the week now moving off the east coast. We've got a ridge of high pressure that's building in from the west, and the only thing we're really tracking is the storm system approaching the west coast this morning. Going to take a little while, but eventually some energy from that going to meet up with some other energy dropping south from Canada. That's going to send a cold front our way next week, and that will be our next chance of rain. But we are going to keep it dry here through the Easter weekend. Just going to be warming up. 78 for a high today, 82 tomorrow, 85 Sunday, and could hit the upper 80s by Monday. We keep it dry through Monday as well. You'll note that next rain chance Tuesday into early Wednesday, not terribly high. Scattered showers, maybe a storm or two, but more of the rain staying to our north and northeast. But once the front moves through, we will see a decent cool down for the second half of next week. We go from highs in the mid 80s on Tuesday to low to mid 70s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then looking down the road a bit, perhaps into that following weekend, might see another chance, at least a small rain chance by the following Sunday. All right, time right now, 7:06, updating your Friday morning drive. Here's Jared.
You know, Dr. Steve, that's why you got to appreciate these cool starts. Before you know it, we're going to be in the upper 80s, and it's going to be hot. We're going to be complaining that it's too hot outside. Thank you, sir. Getting a live look at the roadways out there. You've got I-10, 110 looking across the river and really quiet. We've got one little stalled out vehicle there in the median getting off at Nicholson. That's been there throughout the morning. Doesn't seem to be causing too much of an issue. Got another stalled out truck over here. That's I-10 westbound at Essen off of the main road. There actually was a car crash about an hour ago. Since then, they've cleared that up. No real issues other than that. Traffic flow maps, lots of green, meaning you're good to go. Going across the basin, the Lafayette, you are looking really good. Had this one crash at Sherwood Forest Boulevard, Wentling Avenue. That's been fixed and cleared up. Let's check the two flags that we've got over in the New Orleans area. They're both still up. I-10 eastbound after Louisa Street going towards the Slidell area, and then Earhart Boulevard over at Magnolia Street near the downtown New Orleans area. That's still up there as well. Plaquemine Sunshine Ferry looking good. We've got boat 1, boat 2, normal status going from 4:30 in the morning to 7:45 p.m. and a lot of green on your drive times too. Hopefully it's going to stay that way. Stick around. We'll be right back.
7:08 your time right now, folks. Thanks so much for being with us here on WAFB Plus for 9 News Now. A lot of local headlines to get to, but continually right now, one of the big headlines is out to the northeast. The bridge collapse in the Baltimore Harbor. And we're getting now, Liz, a better idea potentially of the timeline to try and get that harbor back open and the money it's going to take.
It's going to take a lot of money. In fact, you've got Pete Buttigieg, the Department of Transportation Secretary, saying made a down payment of what, about $60 million. And so this is going to take a long time. They didn't even specify how many years, even a rough estimate, because there's so much to this investigation. To Matt's point, it's been the leading story every day because in 24 hours, we've learned a lot. In fact, 2 cranes are on its way to remove some of this debris here to, again, try and see if they can recover the presumed missing workers who are still down. And so there's a lot in terms of that part of it before you can even talk about coming up with a new bridge or building a new bridge. But those plans and conversations are already in the works and in the talks here. There's so many other side stories, right? Immigration is a big part of this story as well. The family members who are still trying to make sense of all of this. But infrastructure-wise, the impact to the global economy, Matt, a lot to follow.
And so when you talk about bridge safety, you get back into Louisiana here, and Department of Transportation and Development, look, every couple years, at least every 2 to 3 years, every bridge in Louisiana is being inspected. Well, guess what? Just recently, DOTD is saying we actually have to shut down a few bridges. They're all in the New Orleans area.
Yeah, so let's start with this here. In the Orleans Parish, it's a Seabrook Bridge. It closed after a deficient column was found. That's not going to open until August. Then in St. Bernard Parish, you got the Chalmette Ferry approach ramp. That's going to be assessed, and they're going to come up with plans to better work on that. And then Paris Road Bridge over in Bayou Bienvenue, that's down to 1 lane southbound. So if you travel to and from the New Orleans area, certainly going to impact your route.
I want to give you a heads up, something else we're following for you this morning as well. What's looking to be a murder investigation, a death investigation. State police early this morning, Liz, in Ascension Parish along the interstate say they came across a vehicle with a man shot inside.
Yeah, this was I-10 at Prairieville, where you're seeing on that map. Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office, the Violent Crimes Unit, letting us know that state police making that discovery right around 3:30 this morning. And aside from that, they don't really have many details. They just found him what they believe was a gunshot wound that led to his death. Do you have any information that could lead to an arrest or even figure out, okay, you saw maybe a stopped vehicle along the side of the road? There are so many questions in this investigation that they sure could use some answers to.
Work some of those DOTD cameras and see what you, that kind of thing, you know? Oh my gosh. This story, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this story here, Liz. According to police, a woman tried to kidnap a baby out of the children's hospital and apparently had been scoping this place out for a while, trying to find a way in, find access, and then actually did that. Yeah, casing the hospital for about a month, believe that or not. So this was a clever scheme, clever and scary if you think about it. She's actually arrested by Bossier City Police, bringing her down to Baton Rouge here. So this happened over the course of about a month, making her way into the hospital, befriending some possible staff there, well, ending up with a hospital access card, eventually made her way to the NICU, or the intensive care unit rather, where a baby was there, and she discovered, based on the paperwork and the charts for that child, well, the parents don't live in Baton Rouge, making it even easier for her to claim that she had the child. Just know that child was never taken from the hospital, but the claim that she had it involving a boyfriend, saying that she needed to get the baby treatment, well, that, sounded the alarm for him. He called that in. So clearly, as Liz is talking about this, there's a lot to the story. If you want to read up a little bit more on it, it's all right there waiting for you. Speaking of waiting for you, Summer of Hope. Now, we've talked about this, right? Opportunities for you to be involved with making your community safer, but sometimes you don't know the way to go about it. You don't know what you have access to, programs that you'd like maybe to, kick the tires on and see if they can help your community. Some opportunities here. Yeah, if you are possibly a neighborhood mom who wants to do some good, and you're doing good already, but maybe you think that program can be expanded, well, the mayor's office is taking your proposals right there at that link, summerofhopebr.com. They're actually hosting a number of training workshops for you to kind of pitch your proposal so you can get some grant money to make that a reality, to hopefully keep kids out of trouble this summer. Good opportunities, good opportunities. That's the goal. Okay, I'm going to channel my inner Johnny-ation. Okay. He's on a boat somewhere. Okay. So I went to my bank earlier. There's a sign on the door. Oh. Closed for good Friday. Every year he tells that joke.
He didn't get to tell
He's
it
not
this
here this year.
In his honor, Matt
Welcome to
Williams
Good
delivering.
Friday. Welcome to Good Friday. And so, look, we got some changes. Obviously, you got City Parish and EBR all done. Garbage landfill, that's still open to go. Cats is running a different schedule. It's going to be that weekend schedule. Just pay attention to it. But there's also some opportunities for you to get out there and be a part of Good Friday celebrations and events.
Yes, there's the Way of the Cross that's starting at 9 this morning at the St. Joseph's Cathedral. That's wrong there.
Right.
St. Joseph's Cathedral starts there at 9 o'clock, and they're going to do a 14-station stop all the way to the governor's mansion, eventually making their way back to St. Joseph's Cathedral. Again, that kicks off at 9 this morning. It's going to run through 10:30. And Sunday, of course, is Easter. Good Friday leads up to that. And Easter, St. Vincent de Paul inviting you into their dining room to enjoy a warm meal with family. And by family, we're talking about our community. If you're interested in that warm meal, well, volunteers will have that ready for you. 11:30 a.m. that dining room will open. They'll stay open to 1 p.m. If you have children, they're going to have some Easter baskets for your children, 12 and under as well.
What a great opportunity. All right, let's bring you back into studio here as we get ready to say good day to you, sir, and or madam, on a Friday morning. And you talked about all these Easter celebrations.
Oh, yeah.
We literally are surrounded by meteorologists here who have whipped up a perfect forecast.
I mean, people should be sending Easter baskets to you guys. That would be
yeah?
great.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm telling you, we couldn't have asked for a better
Though,
weekend.
if that starts happening.
Well, that's probably true.
Well,
That's
if it's
for me,
filled with
too.
money.
Look at him.
There you go. And that's what we learned from Matt. You got to
Yes.
be careful what you put in those Easter eggs.
Yeah.
They can get dangerous.
What was it, Jelly Belly? Don't put those in, or Peeps?
Well, you just can't leave them out on the lawn.
Yeah.
You would think that'd be common sense, wouldn't you?
No? You were thinking ahead.
Nope,
you were
I
like,
did
I'm
it.
going to be prepared.
Nope, I did it.
And then the
Idiot.
ants went 2 by 2.
If you're ready to score savings on your new vehicle, the play call is simple. Make your way to Team Honda. That's where you can see the new 24 Civic, named the #1 compact car on the road and the best compact car for the money. Score your new Honda savings at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.